very selfish. And the North feels that Nigeria is their property. The North feels that the North alone owns Nigeria.
Let me tell you the major problem of Nigeria. The major problem of Nigeria is northern part of the country. Northern Nigeria are the major problem of Nigeria. If you want to see conflict, northern Nigeria. Rape, northern Nigeria. Refugees, northern Nigeria. Thieves, in fact, if you want to see thieves stealing on an industrial scale, come to northern Nigeria. Thieves fully engaged in primitive accumulation, come to northern Nigeria. In fact, I am from northern Nigeria. I am proud to be an indigenous of Borno State. I am from Borno State. I am proud to be an indigenous of Borno State, from the northern part of the country. But I want to tell you that the major problem of this country is northern part of the country.
Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. So the Northerners has come out to say that the North is Nigeria's problem. The Northerners themselves, they use their mouth to say it, that the North is Nigeria's problem. In fact, that everything that we think is happening in Nigeria, that 90% of it is the problem of the North. That the North is actually the perpetrators of every bad thing that is happening in Nigeria. They have come out to say it. You know, every time it's always is this, is that, is this. But now, for someone to say that we are the problem, you know that it has gotten far. Now they say it with their mouth, and I'm going to play the video for you to see that this is no longer a matter of what is happening in the south is what is happening in the southeast. Majority of what is happening is in southeast. 10 times 10 is happening in the north. Where is the attackers that we face today? Where do they come from? North. All these bombers, where do they come from? North. Majority of bombing, no, we have never heard of any bombing in the east. It is in the north that it is happening. All the Boko Harams that has surrendered or that has been captured, where are most of them? North. All of them north. Yes, I'm telling you, north. Now they have come out to say it in front of the camera. Everybody is watching it. Watch this.
Sure. Kind of government and language. So was the North, so was the West. The East was Biafra, the West Oduduwa, and the North Arewa. And that is what it has been. But Britain, for their own good, brought us together and formed one country, Nigeria. There's no tribe that has ruled Nigeria like the North. And desperation is very, very destructive. And North is very desperate for power. And that is very bad. No tribe in Nigeria is a slave. No tribe here is just for makeup. Every people that make up this country is very important. And there's no tribe in this country that does not have good brains that can come into government and governance and give us ideas that can, make us what we should be. So it is very wrong for the North to always believe that only them will be in power and consequently be desperate to have the power with them. It is very, very wrong. It is very, very wrong. I don't like that, and it is not helping us. The North has been there for over 40 years. What are they looking for again? And when they talk and when they do all those things, they don't consider the Igbo man because they feel the Igbo is not part of Nigeria. And these are part of the things that annoy the Igbo man. These are part of the things that bring about agitations. You understand? And instead of these people trying to proffer solution to the agitations, they are worsening, the agitating, situation. It is just too bad. And like I say again, it is a pity that we'll find ourselves in this kind of a mess and messy place.
You see them succeeding in this bid to return power to the north, with the south remains silent about this development.
Oh well, the north is united, but the south is divided. The north is made up of one tribe, Hausa, but the south is Igbo and Yoruba. And I have discovered over time that the Yoruba man prefers working with Hausa man than Igbo man. So the southern house is divided, and it gives an advantage to the north in the political balance. You understand? So maybe they will have their way. Maybe they will have their way.
And if that is possible, would that degenerate to the disintegration of Nigeria already with the overheated politics?
I don't know. But one thing I know for sure is that the will of God will be done in Nigeria one day. God is stronger than any man or any group of people. And what he wants for his people, he knows how to bring it about. So, to plan is for man, but to execute is for God.
Why are the northern leaders angry? Northern youths angry about Tinubu tax reform? Why are you angry? If people say you don't want to build the north, if people say you don't want to build your zone, somebody is trying to build his own zone despite the fact that he lost election in his state. He's trying to build his own state, and people are complaining. Do you know how long you people have been in power? What have been the tangible thing you people done for north? He reach out to share money VAT now on the para on top place. They say when I no go gree, I no go gree. What do you want me to do? Me live in South people, go the build people for north. When we are on the power, muna do something that will generate revenue for now. Muna create job, create company, muna create seaport where we say money go enter north so that industry go dey north. Una no dey do that one. Now only bandit and kidnapping una sabi sponsor. Now Ba say anyone Lagos to receive the highest revenue VAT. Una dey para say una dey use 2027 treaty am. 2027 treaty who na Tinubu na wan treaty for election. Shebi Atiku dey ballot boss. Atiku no be from no. Why una no support am? Una dey whine us. People they suffer when I not talk down, but when you reach out to share money now, when they para. Tinubu, I beg, do anything you want to do. Make sure say that bill is stand. I don't say my voice no matter, but make sure say me I support Tinubu for this one. What you wanna they do for that note? What you wanna ever do? What you Buhari do for note? If now win power now, everybody now on. When they do everything, when I even they build south, leave north. And this part itself saying now not get power, nothing na do for not. Nothing. Person you want do, me do, Tinubu, that bill must stand. Find your way out. Even though they don't fit stop you for 2027 election now. They don't fit stop you. They don't fit stop you.
Governors are responsible for the economic failure, insecurity, chronic unemployment, acute poverty, and educational backwardness in the northern region. The northern leaders of today are not compared, you cannot compare them with the northern leaders of yesterday. If you look at the legacies of the late Ahmadu Bello Sardauna of Sokoto, he left a very important economic, social legacies. Today, they are nowhere to be found in the northern Nigeria. Ariwa Textile, Bank of the North, New Nigerian Newspaper, Northern Nigeria Development Corporation, and many economic enterprise. Kaduna Refinery is not working. When the Mr. President also withdrew the police subsidy, which of the governor in the northern region have complained loudly or cry foul when the electricity tariff had been increased, which of the governors have cried loudly or complained loudly that the other segment of the country is subsidizing the northern extraction. So these leaders of today are power drunk, and they are intoxicated by politics, and they only want this money to be allocated to them from the federation account for personal enrichment, not for development of the northern region.
All right. The battle between the north and the southwest is a battle that will never end until Tinubu completes his 8 years. I repeat, the battle between the north and the southwest will never end until Tinubu completes his 8 years. You know the nature of the Fulani and the nature of the northerners. They don't really forgive. They always pay back. There's always a payback time. So now, when these two regions are fighting, when they're having these clashes, what should the Igbo man do? That is a very important question. What should an average Igbo political leader, those that are representing us at the higher house and the lower house, the governors, the commissioners, and Igbo stakeholders, what should they do at this moment? This opportunity has provided itself. We know that the Southeasterners are supporting Tinubu's administration because of the giant strides that is making towards restructuring the country. Look at the aviation ministry. Ebonyi State in the southeast is benefiting from it. The tax bill might not really benefit the southeast as it were. The restructuring in whatever guise will lead to an eventual resource control, regionalism, even in the long run, or balkanization. After Eze in Anambra State has said that the president will release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If he does that, he is going to gain some support, some emotional support from the southeast. Looking at the political calculation, the southeast and the south-south will be the political bride. Atiku and Kwankwaso and El-Rufai, you know, these guys are very, very good at concealing their intentions. They are running a northern bloc that will represent northern interests, and most of the policies of Bola Ahmed Tinubu does not reflect northern interest, and the north has said they will work against him. So Atiku and the rest, Kwankwaso and whoever, El-Rufai, secures the north. P2B is the first to reckon with in the south. Then we have the southwest. Only the southwest cannot rescue a Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So what is left now is the southeast, the porous southeast. We have APC governors in the southeast, and we need the sympathy of most people from that region to run a campaign for Bola Ahmed Tinubu come 2027. Down north, he's been called a one-term president, and when Northerners make this assertion, they don't usually talk, but when they make that statement, they really, really mean what they are saying. But my problem.
Now you have heard these guys. One of them said that if we talk about raping, if we talk about suicide bombing, if we talk about terrorism, that North is the Baba highest of all of them. You know, if you are not there, you will not know. And it is the one that the media tell you that you will know. What the media is most concerned is Nnamdi Kanu is the head of terrorism in Nigeria. Simon Ekpa is the head of terrorism in the southeast. But nobody, no single person from the north has ever been arrested, let alone detained for causing havoc in Nigeria. Not single one of them. But all the Boko Harams that has been arrested and the ones that have surrendered on their own, nobody's name, nobody has been singled out as the cause of everything happening in the north. But see him from the southeast and you will be arrested and detained. You'll be forced to leave the country if you truly want to survive. That is how marginalized Nigeria is. Some people are protected and some people are seen as the problem of the whole nation. The same people did not want them to go. Now, can you now reason and see what is actually happening in this country, in this Nigeria that we are in? For someone in the north, for people in the north to come out to say, we are the problem. So many happenings in Nigeria majorly comes from the north, and nobody has been held responsible. It is to show you the kind of marginalization that we are facing in this country. Think about it. Think about it. Where is the place of Igbos in this nation? Where is the place of Igbos, Southeasterners? Where is their place in Nigeria? That is something that should be in everybody's lips. ask yourself this question. I need your opinion in